Yeah, the Medley is MusicLink's flagship application, and it is the digital community for local musicians. MusicLink's mission is to connect musicians with their communities, foster local events, and inspire collaboration. And to that effect, the Medley is creating the authentic local music community experience, making it easier for users to jam, create, and perform together. There's roughly about 26.1 million amateur musicians in the US, and we're trying to reach those in 19 to 55 years old to reach a sum of about 160 million per year. And the entire app stems from the problem that finding a compatible music community that fits your style, skill level, and interest is hard. Musicians waste a ton of time trying to find the right collaborators, and even tools that exist like Craigslist, for example, often lead to a guessing game where there's no easy filter. You have to scan through a ton of listings which might be outdated or not even really what you're looking for. And additionally, there's a lack of community. It's hard to engage with your local scene, especially like as a newcomer, or to know what events there are to meet new people or to present for the first time.
Our app, the Medley, focuses on solving musicians' pain points. We have kind of a four-pronged solution. The first is listings, which is our version of the digital musician wanted ad. Our second is Discover. We have a robust Discover search feature that allows musicians to search for other collaborators by instrument and genre. The third is Professional Profiles. So a marketer or a publicist will be able to promote their services on our app. And the fourth is in-person events. We have had a series of live open mics and live artist showcases to IRL in Brooklyn.
All right, so we'll just quickly go over the app real quick. When you sign in for the first time, you create a profile which contains all the regular vital statistics as well as how you categorize yourself. Are you a learner? Are you a professional? The instruments and genres that you play, a brief bio, and also what you're looking for on the app. Are you looking for a music teacher? Are you a teacher who's looking for students? Do you want to start a band, etc.? From there, Chris was already talking about our Discover search. So if I wanted to find someone who plays electric guitar, who plays, let's say, folk music, and was in 6 miles of where I am in Williamsburg, New York, I can find all the users who match that. And from there, I can look at their profile, see if I like what I see, and then send a message. This is an actual user, so I won't actually send the message, but I think you get the idea. Anyway. Our team is composed of the two of us, Chris and me here. As I mentioned, I'm the CEO. I'm based in Seattle, and my background is largely in software development. Chris is our CEO based in Brooklyn. His experience is working in the music industry. He's worked in music marketing and as a journalist. And then our third team member, Marcos Moreno, is based up in Vancouver. He's our CPO and has brought multiple products to market over his career.
We launched in Brooklyn in May 2024. Our beta app. Since launch, we have grown to over 800 users. We have organized artist showcases in Brooklyn with over 200 attendees, including sponsorships from Red Bull and Brooklyn Brewery. We have built up an audience of over 1,300 community members, and we've also released a robust web app, which you just saw, and a native Android app with an iOS version coming soon.
So we are also not alone. We already mentioned Craigslist. Vamper also sort of dominates the music collaboration space. But the Medley hopes to, really stand out in terms of having the most portability. We're on the web and we have native apps. We have the most advanced search features. We have the greatest diversity of instruments and genres. And then features like listings, like we were talking about earlier, are also truly novel. Our app will be subscription based. Everything right now is on the free tier, but we're hoping to attract folks who are, just trying to step things up, like band leaders and collaborators, with something with a premium tier, as well as folks who work full time in the music industry, producers, things like that, with a professional tier as well. So we're currently seeking about $50,000 to $100,000 in pre-seed funding, which should allow us to extend for 9 months to a year or so, expand our user base, add some of these new premium features that we're talking about, like listings and professional profiles, expand our live music event series. We're currently doing about 1 open mic a month. We'd like to try to do other types of networking events or other types of musical presentations and do them a little bit more often, as well as explore expanding to a new city. And that's it for our presentation. I think we're ready for the Q&A.
Cool. Thanks, Logan and Chris. There's a question here that asks, I guess, what level of artists are you targeting to join the database?
Sure. So we ideally want to target everybody, which I know is kind of a wide net. But our app is really looking at the value of hyperlocal amateur musicians and finding a way of integrating people largely on a social level, and then offering tools for folks who want to take it a little bit above that.
Gotcha. And you have 800 users. How have you gotten those folks onto the platform?
So we've largely had our marketing at a trickle. We're pretty bootstrapped right now. So it's mostly from a pretty minimal paid advertising campaign. As Chris is mentioning, we also have our open mic series and other events like that, in which one of the sort of prereqs for signing up, because of how we share their profile for collaboration later, is having one, which are also pretty helpful in terms of attracting users.
Gotcha. And what's the big vision?
Well, the big vision, I mean, ideally this will go global. And ideally we really add all of the platform tools that are really focused on collaboration pain points. So, in addition to listings, in addition to professional profiles, it would be great if a conductor shared his sheet music for his orchestra there, or anything like that. Ideally, we would just like to be a comprehensive music collaboration platform solution.
Yeah, fantastic.